And we're off. Okay. No icon, no marketing, anything for my namesake. Just quite tired. But something that happened today is something that will forever be in my memory. It's something that once you see, you can never unsee certain things. And this is going to be, I guess, some version of a testimony. I'm just it's really well. I can only articulate it so well. Hey, Sean, good to see you, brother. I'm going to just get this off of my chest. Poor words, really, and you will learn why. All right, so I have a regular, a customer comes in every day, every day afternoon, and I know she is suffering. She walks in, and day after day, I watch her slowly recoil in more and more pain. This this lady, I'm gonna go ahead and guess her age. Roughly has to be maybe late 60s, early 70s. That's my guess. She comes in. She always gets the same thing, like two or four tall boys asks me to go get it for her because she's in too much pain. Her arm is usually like this, and she really can't move it. And the reason for that is she is suffering from, slowly expiring from, breast cancer. Uh, every day that she comes in, of course, anybody that's going through any level of suffering, it's something they want to share. Anybody that is going through something like that, I can't imagine how lonely they must feel, how lonely she must feel. I have asked based on everything she shared regarding her experience with this illness that is slowly taking her out. Does she have anybody she can reach? Do you have family, neighbors, somebody? She said, nope, I have no family, nobody but my cats. She in no way resembles like a crazy cat lady. She's a very intellectual, um, older lady, and I forget what her. She's always taught. We used to talk about science quite a bit when the big C word was all the rage. Uh, yeah, very very pro poke and all that. But yeah, we'd have pleasant agree to disagree conversations. And she, I believe, what retired, some kind of boat captain, something like that, airboat captain. So she always, as I have shared, likes to help me understand to the best of her ability what it's like to go through the pain she's going through. And she was last week very excited about the hospital that has been helping her deal with this pain and with this what is the term, terminal illness. And she came in today noticeably shaken and just almost crying. So of course, I knew it was going to lead into, hi Annie, I knew it was going to lead into a larger conversation. And she just felt compelled. She's like, Eli, I have to show you. I was like, whoa, no, but when you are dealing with somebody that is at the end of, she has accepted that this is the end of her life. She is not holding back. Her message is her suffering, and her experience with the healthcare industry right now is pretty deplorable, pretty disgusting. So she chose to lift her shirt and show me what this cancer looks like. And it's, oof. I thought when I had my lung surgery and my rib cage was cracked open and you could see right in, was bad. No, this it was fully necrotic. It was half of her breast was eaten away. I believe. Let's see. I'm facing her left breast. It looked like it was eaten with acid. That's how bad it looked. Hi, Don Shell. This is pretty disturbing stuff, and I just, if anything, wanted to share an example of what I experienced today because it's forever burned in my memory. And I feel for her. Like she's in such pain. Her expressing that she's in this uncontrollable. She hasn't been able to sleep in I think she said about 6 days due to the pain, and it's necrotic. The breast cancer is fully necrotic, so it's spreading and it's dying. And she told me that there's polyps from under her arm that's right here. And she grabbed my hand and she had me feel right up here. So you feel that, and I was, very uncomfortable. And honestly, I don't know. It was an awkward thing, but when you're at that level of acceptance that I'm at the end of my rope here, I think you just kind of throw out the window any general concerns or, I'm not going to say civility. She just wanted to make it clear. And I'm going to try to describe this. It's not going to be pleasant. It looked like a giant scab. There's this. I guess 30% of her breast was left, and it was just this scab that was just took out the entirety, almost down to her rib cage, at least midway, and it's just a giant patch or swatch of dead skin. It didn't look like a burn victim or a burn scar. It just looked like a giant scab. This is maybe gonna get more graphic. There was some kind of fluid. I don't know if it was pus that was coming out. All right, and now she's maintaining and holding in the sorrow. All right, she was definitely wanted to cry. I don't know if it was because of the frustration, the anger, and the pain all combined. It was definitely all of these things. And she was explaining to me that she was discharged. She was discharged and given nothing, not antibiotics, nothing for pain. She was turned away. The reason she explained to me, because I was in shock. My jaw was dropped. I didn't know what to say. There's no level of comfort you can offer somebody that's at this point. She once again, as I have repeated time and time again, she knows she's not going to last much longer. And she was very angry that this hospital that she's been blowing up and telling me for about the past 2 weeks what a great team and everybody's taking great care of her. And I forget what was to be in her future, or if there's any transplant. I don't know, skin graft. I don't know. I don't know what the treatment is, but I know this: today they discharged her. She's thinking lawsuit. She is angry. She's in pain. I cannot believe they didn't give her anything. They didn't treat her. And I asked who released you from the hospital. She said, I don't know. So I'm confused again. And I wonder where the information got like garbled here. I had 2 days off. She told me she called through the store line and asked to give her phone number to a mutual to a coworker who, they're kind of close. She said she was in the hospital. So apparently she at least got to get some level of treatment. But again, she was able to come to the store and buy her beer every day, and of course a pack of cigarettes. We're beyond the point of me chastising her for smoking. She has terminal breast cancer. There's no That's it. I'm not going to be like, oh, you shouldn't. These can do something. Well, the damage is as far done as it ever can be. But what's just broken in my mind is how can anybody with a heart, with any human compassion, empathy, look at someone suffering? She can't move her damn arm. It wasn't even in a sling. She should probably have it in a sling. But I guess it would be too close to the exposed area of just obvious cancer deteriorating her skin. It is fully necrotic. And with necrosis, I understand, I am no physician. It goes into your bloodstream. It is toxic. It's poisonous. And I really hope that tomorrow she's able to get some way better care than she got today, because I don't fully know if she was in the hospital and discharged. She used the term discharged or turned away, and she couldn't tell me who turned her away. So, but she was able to give me the reason: no insurance. No insurance. This is where I fully believe that we got it wrong here in terms of how healthcare is handled. I hope that something kicks in that's a little bit that actually helps her. She told me just last night was her first night's rest in the 6 days or so from pure exhaustion. The pain is still there at a 100, vibrating. It's like bolts of lightning. That's what I would compare. When I had lung surgery and I had the sciatic nerve damage, it would feel like a bolt of lightning, and I'd immediately like keel over. And this woman, I just that's what she's dealing with right now. Nobody in her family is able to help her, or she has no family, no immediate family, nothing but. And she said no neighbors, no friends, just her cats. And I don't know what to do with this information. It just pisses me off that this is where our healthcare is at, and I it's so bland. It's so cliche to say I want to see improvement. I mean, we all want to see improvement, and I don't. The whole moniker with progressive. It's not because of the progressive values. I do believe that things are so dire in our country. Progressive values need a full backseat so we can get to some form of things making sense. But I don't know. That's what I saw today was very real, hard to stomach, and forever in my mind, burned within my retinas. Okay, it's pretty horrifying, and I just can't help but be wondering how the hell is she doing right now? Not good. She right now she's on a warpath. She wants to sue, and I don't blame her. I just hope that something better happens for her and she gets the treatment and whatever it was she has been looking forward to. And I'm not doing her justice because I do not remember entirely what she said she was looking forward to happen. But I just hope this woman is does not have to suffer. It is so senseless. It's un-American. For this woman has worked all of her life, and now she is in her golden years, and she can't even just get some generic help. I don't understand. I think she would be at an age where maybe Social Security is an option. I just yeah. So you're gonna get a lot of stuttering and confusion because I don't understand. And I assume I'll see her in a couple days if she gets to the hospital. I hope she's able to stay there and be tended to and catered to. And when I do see her again, if I see her again, I'm gonna ask her what the hell happened. Let me check out some comments. Yeah, I don't vote Democrat, so we'll just put that one in the bud. Okay, I voted for DeSantis. That was my first Republican that I voted for ever. But anyway, I'm not going to go into the entire origin story of the Progressive Patriots. Okay, I started as a Bernie Sanders supporter, and then I started, seeing through the mainstream media lies, and grew to respect Trump. And that's that old story. We're tired of that one. Hello, Annie. Hospice care. She's. I don't believe she's going to hospice care. Although with the stage that she's in, because I do believe she's in like whatever the final stage 4. I can't remember, because I've spoken to her so many times. Every day she was able to come in and she starts to walk a little bit slower. She starts to, that arm just seems to inch up closer and closer and higher up because of that pain. She can't extend it out. She can't move it. It's just constantly like this. She walks like this and she walks so slow, and it's terrible. So I don't know if it's hospice. I have she when she called me and she asked for my coworker's number, I might have her number. I am not going to call her now, but I'm left with so many questions, and she should not be suffering. She has worked all her life, by God. I don't know if that she's retired or what happened with her job or if she had to leave. There's a lot of unanswered questions, but the woman is suffering. Let me see. They can get her on Access. And thank you, Don Shell, for the insight input. Well, let me start up top here. She should be in hospice. I agree. She is a wise and stubborn woman, very intelligent. She was, I believe, for decades, an airboat captain, and I forget what else. Just she was a hardworking woman. Probably still, I don't know what she's probably not definitely not working. Period. All right, so she can have whatever the heck she wants at this point. Damn right. Regarding the cigarettes, yes, she should be in hospice. I agree, and she's going to go talk to text. So she needs to have some sort of care and be somewhere safe. I wish she was somewhere safe, somewhere that would actually take care of. I man, like I don't think a picture would do it justice. I mean, if I could show you, it's just YouTube would probably not shine a smile my way because man, like I've seen gore. That was probably one of the not most medically real things I've ever seen. Right there, literally in front of me. Okay, like it was like it looked like a part of a zombie. Like when we're talking necrosis, this part of her body is just dead, and there is secretions. There was some kind of fluid. It was, and if I had to put a color on it, just think of a sorry, this stuff is not, easy to hear for some people, I'm sure, okay? So bear that in mind before you decide to continue listening. Think of a generic scab, okay? And just like a big scab on your knee, and then just grow that scab to the size of like this here, like larger than a textbook, and that was right there. And yeah, like, as I said, a large percentage of her breast was gone. Let me see any more insight from the people here. They can get her on Access or whatever it is there in Florida. I was like, is there nothing else you can do or get done? She was shouting about getting a lawsuit, but right now getting her uh, taken care of to some degree with the right people. That has to be the right priority. She was just so full of anger. Her voice was shaking, and she was holding back tears. She wears sunglasses every single day, but it's just a damn shame, man. Like this should not be happening in our country to our people that play by the rules and work their asses off. Period. I don't think that's a crazy radical political statement by any means. Just and like I need to get clarified. How was she turned away, and why doesn't she know who turned her away? Was that a phone call? Did she walk in? And no, and she said she wasn't given antibiotics, so I guess it was. I don't know. Okay, all right. Let me see. Very heartbreaking. She can't get on Social Security, but by the time she does, she won't be here. She can get on Medicaid. There's a hospital, or her primary care can get her set up with. They have caseworkers. And hello, Stacy, Lady Christ Warrior. It was good to see you. Oh yeah, my pleasure. Shout out to Global. Oh man, Global Watchman News. It's not always for me, but it's good to always see a different perspective, people that think differently. That's what it's all about. Going down the line here, okay? That you said, because remember what we always call it? Yeah, I was known as the Bernie Sanders guy a few years back, and it's amazing what an evolution it's been. Uh, yeah, I do find myself sometimes getting uncomfortable when faced with that. But I still had the conviction, but the world has, it feels like the world has aged like 50 years since that time because so much has happened in such a small amount of time in just a couple of years. Look at everything, how much of a radical change we've been through. Don't get me started. You know where I go with the freaking lockdowns and everything that came with it. I'm trying to not speak about that stuff too often because it's caught up. So I'll leave it at that. I got to witness a couple of things in terms of my YouTube content and recognize that some of the things I speak about too openly have in fact done a little damage in how available the videos are. So I'm being vague now as a strategy, which is a damn shame. People tell me, hey, you should open up a Rumble. We'll see what happens in the future. It sounds like she needs to go down to the local DES office or whatever it's called there, and they can get her signed up for emergency care due to her diagnosis and at least get her in. Again, I think time and time again, she should just be in freaking hospice. I don't know why she's not in hospice. I remember last week when she was still semi excited, in pain, not as much pain as she was today, about something that they were going to do. And I just cannot, for the life of me, remember what it was. But she was very optimistic and very happy with the team over at the hospital she was talking about. She sounds like a true warrior. I'm wondering if she just needs to go to a different Well, she's very pleased with the hospital than she would have, yeah, if she was retired. My friend had cancer after chemo or surgeries, and all the Western medicine they send you home to to pass. She should at least have, yeah, that's what I'm saying. No medication, not even antibiotics, which just doesn't make sense. And thank you, Don Shell, for dropping some of the warnings. Hospice care provides compassionate care for people in the last phases of incurable disease so that they may live as fully and comfortably as possible. Something to consider. If I have the opportunity to see her, God forbid it's tomorrow, because tomorrow she's supposed to be checked in. I hope I don't see her tomorrow. Although Hawaii is expensive, I'm on medical social security disability. It will not leave the medical care we get here. Or sorry, there's some typos. Going down, going down. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up with all the comments, all the feedback. Thank you for the feedback, by the way. Here we go. I found my place. Yeah, it has been quite a journey, hasn't it, Don? Incomprehensible, and sometimes words will fail me. All right, here we go. Get her phone number if you do see her. Yeah, I just, for my own peace of mind, I need to know what has happened, because I was in shock that she even walked in today in the condition that she was, and seeing how bad it was with my, I was I was like, your wound, it's not even dressed, that it's that cancer, it's just out in there and exposed to the air. She just had a shirt, obviously no bra, no reason for a bra anymore, and it's just a sad thing. I'll get as much information as I can, but I'm not gonna put any pressure for the sake of I guess content. She needs to get the help she needs to get, but I will follow up and ask her, given the opportunity, and my coworker, who is going to be more in touch with her when she's in the hospital. They're a little closer. So that's what's up. Hello, Wendy. She's around. She's around. So I don't think that's how it works when you're in end stage. I'm assuming it's end stage. I don't know that she quoted stage 4 or anything, but and the body is failing. They can get her on an emergency plan where they pay for the expensive stuff if she isn't qualified, which I was hoping is what would have been done today. She's there you go. Okay. If she has no, well, yeah, she can't be working anymore. Definitely. I know she was where she would come every evening, same time, like 8 p.m., and get her 4 beers. Now, today, it was a daytime visit, 2 tall boys, boom, done. If she has no job, but isn't retired and has, I think stage 4, it's definitely not it's bad. It's just bad. There's no way she wouldn't qualify for Medicaid. That's another unanswered question. Her quote unquote statement to me was, because I don't have the insurance. So that's as far as I know. Our hospital provides an application for Medicaid. It's horrible. She has to go through this. Well, I'm glad we agree on that. This is something that I very much believe should always just be a unifier. All right, nobody should feel any kind of way or let politics get in the way of seeing our fellow humans, our brothers, sisters, neighbors suffer. So just, I don't know what it takes anymore. I'm so disenfranchised and things feel so broken. I no longer know what to suggest. I no longer believe this two-party system is ever going to serve us, we the people. She is a working class citizen, and here she is in the worst possible pain. And every institution, as I've seen it, has failed her, and it breaks, I think, all of our hearts collectively. So, to my friend out there, I hope you're okay, and thank you guys. Keep her in your thoughts, and I'll give some kind of an update. That's all I really wanted to talk about today, because that was a little traumatizing, to say the least. So much love, guys. Thanks for spending a little time with me tonight. Y'all take care, okay? Good night to you. Counting the blessings, by the way. I am finding a lot of value in taking time to speak with a lot of these people. One of my community posts recently was sharing, it is impressive. It's amazing. If you just give some of these people an opportunity to speak, they'll just share their passions, their dreams, and their struggles. And for me, it's a good thing, and I'm trying to master utilizing that. Of course, it's not something you can keep turned on at every turn with every customer, but you do what you can and try not to get so disenfranchised, to use that term again, when you're serving the people. I had a guy who is very, very passionate, and it's another one invited to the panel. He's got a message, but that's for another time, another live. Slim, what's up, my brother? You missed it. It's this is the end. Good night, one and all. Much love. Thank you.